It was the spring of 2016, and I had just celebrated my 24th birthday. My close friend and I decided to escape the hustle and bustle of city life for a spontaneous camping trip to the Black Ridge campgrounds situated just outside the town of Summit, Arizona. This serene spot was a favorite of ours, offering breathtaking views and only a few hours' drive from the city. The campgrounds were secluded, with a privately owned convenience store a few miles away and a small town 20 miles before that. The entrance to the campgrounds was marked by a dirt road directly off the highway, adorned with a campground sign at the start detailing local wildlife, fire hazards, and general news for camping enthusiasts. Our arrival at around 7 p.m. on a Tuesday was later than usual. We usually aim to set up camp by noon, but this trip was impromptu due to our impending work commitments on the coming weekend. The area was still mostly deserted, with only 2 other groups, both families, parked relatively close to the entrance. This time, we craved solitude, wanting to escape the rigors of our customer service jobs. After a short drive down the dirt road, we found our perfect spot, a small clearing on the edge of a hill with an uninterrupted view of the valley. The sunset was mesmerizing, and we decided to skip setting up tents and simply enjoy the night by a campfire. The crackling flames danced in the cool evening breeze as we sat on makeshift logs, sharing stories and laughter under the starlit sky. The tranquility of the surroundings washed away the stresses of our daily lives, and we were completely absorbed in the beauty of nature. The next day passed uneventfully as we decompressed, surrounded by the sounds of chirping birds and rustling leaves. However, an uneasy feeling began to creep in as the day progressed. There was a subtle shift in the atmosphere, a strange energy that seemed to hang in the air. It felt as though unseen eyes were watching our every move. I dismissed it as my imagination running wild, attributing it to the unfamiliarity of the surroundings and the remoteness of the campsite. We continued our activities, hiking through the trails and exploring the natural wonders that Black Ridge had to offer. As night fell, the unsettling sensation persisted, gnawing at the back of my mind. My friend, sensing something was amiss, took some sleeping pills to find solace in the embrace of nature's ambience. Around 1 a.m., as I tried to wind down in the back seat of the car, I heard a faint sound of crunching leaves outside. My heart skipped a beat, and I glanced at my friend who was sound asleep, unaware of the growing unease within me. I whispered her name, but she didn't stir. Thinking it was just a curious animal investigating the campsite, I tried to calm my racing thoughts and focused on distracting myself with my phone. But moments later, the crunching returned, louder this time, right outside the door of the car. I froze, my eyes widening in fear as I lowered my phone slowly. What I saw sent chills down my spine. 2 dirty, scabbed hands clung to the window, their fingers splayed out like twisted branches. Behind the glass, a silhouette loomed, its features obscured by the darkness. But its eyes, oh, those eyes. They were empty, soulless voids that seemed to penetrate my very being. Paralyzed with fear, I couldn't move or scream. My mind raced, desperately trying to make sense of the terrifying sight before me. After what felt like an eternity, the hands slowly released their grip on the window, and the figure vanished into the depths of the surrounding darkness. The adrenaline rush hit me like a tidal wave, and I shook my friend awake in a panic. Her eyes widened as I hastily recounted what I had witnessed, and without a second thought, we abandoned our campsite, leaving behind the eerie handprints on the window as a chilling reminder of the horror we had just experienced. Driving away from the campsite, our hearts pounding in our chests, we couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. The once serene and idyllic surroundings now felt tainted by an unknown malevolence that had infiltrated our peaceful retreat. Questions swirled in our minds, unanswered and haunting. Who or what was out there in the silent valley, lurking in the shadows as unsuspecting campers drifted off to sleep? What did those empty eyes signify? And most importantly, was it still out there, waiting for its next encounter? The incident forever changed our camping routine. We vowed to always stay closer to the highway, in areas with more foot traffic and fellow campers nearby. We sought solace in the presence of others, haunted by the fear that it might not have been the last encounter with whatever malevolent presence dwelled in the woods. To this day, the memory of that fateful night haunts me, and I can't help but wonder about the mysteries that lie within the depths of the Silent Valley. Over time, I've come across stories and folklore that hint at the existence of supernatural entities and restless spirits in the area. Some locals whisper about the lingering presence of an ancient Native American tribe whose spirits protect the land from intruders. Others speak of a dark and malevolent force that prowls the forest, preying on unsuspecting travelers. The incident at Black Ridge campgrounds left an indelible mark on my psyche, forever altering my perception of the natural world. It reminded me of the thin veil that separates our reality from the unknown and the unexplained. It taught me to respect the power and mystery of nature, to be cautious and aware of the unseen forces that may dwell within it. Since that harrowing night, I have delved deeper into the realm of the supernatural, reading books and exploring tales of the paranormal. I've joined online forums and communities dedicated to sharing similar experiences and seeking answers. While I haven't found concrete explanations for what transpired, I have found solace in knowing that I am not alone in my encounters with the unexplained. Life has moved on, and the years have passed, but the memory of that camping trip remains etched in my mind. It serves as a constant reminder of the fragility of our perception of reality and the vastness of the mysteries that surround us. I often find myself gazing at the starry night sky, wondering what secrets it holds and if, somewhere out there, the entity that visited us that night still roams, waiting for its next unsuspecting victim. So, whenever I embark on a camping trip or venture into the wilderness, I carry with me the weight of that experience. It fuels my sense of adventure, and yet, it tempers it with a healthy dose of caution. I've learned to appreciate the beauty and serenity of the natural world, but I also remain ever vigilant, aware that there may be more to it than meets the eye. As for Black Ridge campgrounds, I've never returned. The allure of its breathtaking views and peaceful atmosphere has been overshadowed by the lingering fear that accompanies the memory of that night. Sometimes, it's better to let the past rest and move forward, seeking new adventures in different corners of the world. But the story of that night will forever be a part of me, a tale that I carry with me wherever I go. It serves as a reminder of the unknown, the boundaries of our understanding, and the inexplicable forces that may exist just beyond our perception. And perhaps, in some strange way, it has made me appreciate the beauty and mystery of life even more. The very first time I visited my boyfriend's family estate, we decided to explore the vast wooded areas surrounding the house. Spread across 30 acres of land, the property held a mysterious allure, with only old logging trails crisscrossing the dense wilderness. Although some hunters ventured in, hikers were a rare sight. Many of the trails were overgrown with brush and logs, remnants of the original owner's legacy. Reluctantly, my boyfriend led me off the beaten path into the heart of the forest during the spring when ticks were most active. He guided me to a massive boulder he affectionately called Dragon Mountain, situated near a small stream. As he effortlessly climbed up, he extended a helping hand for me to join him on the towering rock. From our perch, we marveled at the canopy of trees above, engaging in idle conversation. It was then that we became aware of an unsettling presence. Whether we heard the crunching of leaves or saw them first, 3 adult men emerged to the east, clad entirely in black or dark navy blue, sporting sunglasses. Strangely, they approached carrying a large, long black tube in unison, their synchronized steps echoing through the forest. Frozen in place, my boyfriend and I remained silent. Instead of the usual inclination to greet fellow hikers, an inexplicable unease settled over us. The men walked towards us, seemingly unaware of our presence as we lay in a large divot on top of the boulder. As they reached the southwest of our location, the men abruptly halted, maintaining an eerie silence. No words were exchanged, and the forest became devoid of any sound. The tension in the air thickened as we exchanged puzzled glances, our minds grappling to comprehend the surreal situation. Without a word, the men circumvented the left side of our boulder sanctuary, continuing their silent march towards the northwest. Still clutching the enigmatic black tube, they vanished into the woods. Bewildered and unsettled, my boyfriend and I decided to leave the woods promptly, opting for a route away from their direction towards the safety of the road. For years, we pondered the strange encounter, concocting various explanations. My boyfriend later discovered that their approach was from a major highway, fenced off from the property. Although we speculated they might be hunters, the black tube's purpose remained a mystery. The memory of that day, when the woods harbored more questions than answers, continued to haunt us, leaving an indelible mark on our senses. Over time, we became more intrigued by the history of the estate and the surrounding forest. We delved into local archives, seeking any information that might shed light on the strange encounter. We discovered stories passed down through generations, tales of hidden treasures and secret societies that operated in the area. Some whispered about a group of individuals who guarded ancient artifacts, while others spoke of a clandestine organization conducting mysterious experiments. As our curiosity grew, we embarked on a quest to uncover the truth. We interviewed locals, consulted historians, and scoured old documents. Slowly, a narrative emerged, one that hinted at a secret society with ties to the estate. According to the accounts we gathered, this organization was rumored to be involved in esoteric practices and the protection of ancient relics. The black tube carried by the men might have been a ceremonial object or a container for something of great importance. Its purpose and significance remained elusive, but the encounter fueled our determination to uncover the secrets hidden within the forest. Armed with this newfound knowledge, we returned to the estate, exploring its nooks and crannies with a renewed sense of purpose. We followed the old logging trails, deciphering clues and piecing together the fragments of a puzzle that had eluded us for so long. The more we dug, the more we realized that the estate held a trove of hidden history, waiting to be unraveled. Months turned into years as we tirelessly pursued leads and uncovered forgotten stories. We discovered hidden chambers beneath the main house, filled with relics and ancient manuscripts. These artifacts hinted at a rich history intertwining the estate, the forest, and the secret society that had once called it home. Our findings attracted the attention of other researchers and historians, and together, we formed a team dedicated to unraveling the secrets of the estate. We collaborated with experts in various fields, pooling our knowledge and resources to uncover the truth. As our investigations progressed, we uncovered a network of underground tunnels beneath the property, connecting to a larger subterranean complex. These tunnels, hidden for centuries, were filled with cryptic symbols and artifacts, shedding light on the purpose of the secret society and the enigmatic black tube. Through careful analysis and interpretation, we deduced that the tube contained a map leading to an ancient artifact of immense power. The secret society had guarded this artifact for generations, ensuring its protection from those who sought to misuse its potential. Armed with this revelation, we embarked on a quest to locate the artifact. The journey took us deep into the heart of the forest, following the clues left behind by the secret society. We navigated treacherous terrain, deciphered cryptic riddles, and overcame numerous obstacles along the way. Finally, after months of relentless pursuit, we reached the final destination indicated by the map. It led us to a hidden cave nestled deep within the forest. Inside, we discovered a chamber filled with ancient relics, illuminated by the soft glow of a mysterious crystal at its center. Carefully, we approached the crystal, feeling its pulsating energy resonating through the air. We realized that we stood on the threshold of something extraordinary, something that had the power to alter the course of history. As we reached out to touch the crystal, a surge of energy coursed through our bodies, connecting us to the ancient power it held. Visions and knowledge flooded our minds, revealing the true nature of the artifact. It was a source of immense wisdom and enlightenment, a conduit to tap into the ancient wisdom of the forest itself. With this newfound knowledge, we understood the purpose of the secret society and their dedication to preserving the balance of nature. The artifact was not meant to be possessed or exploited, but to serve as a guide, a reminder of our interconnectedness with the natural world. Filled with gratitude and reverence, we decided to leave the artifact undisturbed, allowing it to continue its silent guardianship over the forest. We documented our findings, sharing them with the world to shed light on the hidden history of the estate and the importance of preserving our natural heritage. Our adventure in the forest had transformed from a mysterious encounter into a profound journey of discovery. It had taught us the value of curiosity, perseverance, and respect for the secrets of the natural world. The memory of that day, with the enigmatic men and the black tube, became a pivotal moment in our lives, a catalyst for our quest for knowledge and our deepened connection to the wonders of the earth. From that day forward, we continued to explore the forest and its mysteries, but with a renewed sense of awe and appreciation. We became stewards of the land, working alongside conservationists and environmentalists to protect the delicate balance of the ecosystem. The estate became a beacon of research and exploration, attracting scholars and nature enthusiasts from around the world. Together, we delved into the depths of the forest, unraveling its secrets and uncovering its hidden treasures. And as for Dragon Mountain, the boulder that once served as a perch for our bewildering encounter, it became a symbol of our journey, a reminder of the mysteries that lie just beyond our comfort zones and the transformative power of the natural world. So, if you ever find yourself wandering through the woods, keep your eyes open and your senses alert. You never know what enigmatic encounters, hidden treasures, and profound revelations await you in the heart of nature's embrace. It was the summer of 2019 when my friends and I decided to embark on a camping trip to the remote Pine Ridge Forest. Nestled far away from civilization, this untouched wilderness promised an escape from the daily grind. Little did we know that our journey into the heart of nature would spiral into a night of true horror. Our campsite was nestled by the edge of a serene lake, surrounded by towering pine trees that whispered in the wind. The first day passed uneventfully as we set up tents, shared stories around the campfire, and reveled in the simplicity of nature. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the forest, an unsettling hush settled over our camp. We dismissed it as the typical nighttime symphony of creatures awakening, but soon, strange occurrences unfolded. Whispers, barely audible yet undeniably present, drifted through the woods. At first, we attributed them to the rustling leaves or nocturnal animals, but the whispers grew more distinct, forming eerie sentences that seemed to beckon us into the darkness. Unease settled in our bones, but we laughed it off, blaming it on the collective imagination of tired minds. However, as the night deepened, the whispers morphed into unsettling laughter, distant footsteps, and indistinct voices. Panic set in when we realized there were no other campers nearby, and we were truly alone in the vast wilderness. Shadows danced menacingly around the flickering fire, and the once welcoming woods now felt like an oppressive entity. Desperation led us to pack up our camp in the dead of night, guided only by the dim glow of flashlights. The forest seemed to close in on us, the whispers growing louder and more sinister. We stumbled over roots and branches, fueled by an instinct to escape the encroaching darkness. As we reached the edge of the forest, a bone-chilling wail echoed through the trees. Fear gripped us, and we sprinted toward our parked cars, abandoning the camping gear in our frenzied escape. Once safely inside the vehicles, the haunting sound ceased. We drove away from Pine Ridge Forest, leaving behind the whispers that still lingered in our minds. To this day, we struggle to comprehend the inexplicable horror that unfolded in the heart of nature, wondering if the wilderness held secrets darker than we could fathom. Months passed, and the incident at Pine Ridge Forest remained etched in our memories. We couldn't shake off the feeling that we had only scratched the surface of a much deeper mystery. Determined to find answers, we delved into research, exploring folklore, local legends, and accounts of supernatural happenings in the area. Our investigations led us to a small town nearby, where we saw out the wisdom of an elderly resident known for her knowledge of the region's dark past. She listened intently to her tale, her eyes filled with a mix of sympathy and understanding. The woman revealed that Pine Ridge Forest had long been associated with strange occurrences and tales of supernatural entities. According to local lore, the forest was said to be a gateway between our world and the realm of spirits. It was believed that the whispers we heard were the voices of restless souls trapped within the forest, desperately seeking release. Intrigued and determined to uncover the truth, we decided to return to Pine Ridge Forest, this time armed with equipment to document any paranormal activity. We set up base camp near the lake, determined to stay vigilant and capture evidence of the supernatural. Night after night, we ventured into the depths of the forest, conducting investigations with audio recorders, infrared cameras, and EMF detectors. The atmosphere was charged with tension as we listened intently for any signs of the whispers that had haunted us before. At first, our efforts yielded little more than the usual sounds of nature. But on the third night, as we huddled around the campfire, a faint whisper filled the air. It was different from before, softer, more melodic. We followed the sound, our hearts pounding with anticipation, until we reached a clearing bathed in moonlight. There, we witnessed a remarkable sight. An ethereal figure, glowing with a soft luminescence, stood at the center of the clearing. The whispers emanated from the figure, their words filled with sorrow and longing. We listened in awe, understanding that these were the voices of the departed, yearning to find peace. With reverence, we approached the apparition, our minds filled with empathy and compassion. We communicated with the spirit, offering solace and understanding. In that moment, we felt a profound connection to the other side, bridging the gap between the living and the dead. As the first rays of dawn broke through the trees, the spirit dissipated, leaving us with a sense of closure and resolution. We had unraveled the mystery of Pine Ridge Forest, discovering the truth hidden within its haunted depths. Word of our encounter spread, drawing the attention of paranormal investigators and researchers from around the world. Together, we embarked on a series of expeditions to Pine Ridge Forest, aiming to unravel its secrets and understand the nature of the supernatural phenomena that had plagued its visitors for generations. Over the course of several years, we conducted extensive research, studying the history of the area, interviewing locals, and conducting scientific experiments. We discovered that Pine Ridge Forest had a long and storied past, with tales of unexplained disappearances, ghostly apparitions, and inexplicable phenomena. One particularly intriguing discovery was an old diary found in the attic of a dilapidated cabin deep within the forest. The diary belonged to a reclusive hermit who had lived in the area over a century ago. His writings detailed encounters with ethereal beings, strange lights in the night sky, and a deep sense of unease that permeated the forest. Armed with this newfound knowledge, we developed theories about the nature of Pine Ridge Forest's supernatural occurrences. Some hypothesized that the forest was a focal point of spiritual energy, attracting both benevolent and malevolent entities. Others speculated that the forest served as a portal or gateway between dimensions, explaining the whispers and otherworldly experiences. Our expeditions continued, each one yielding new insights and evidence. We documented countless instances of paranormal activity, capturing audio recordings of whispers, capturing images of unexplained lights and shadows, and even witnessing apparitions firsthand. The significance of Pine Ridge Forest's mysteries reached far beyond our small group of investigators. It became an area of interest for scientists, researchers, and paranormal enthusiasts from around the world. The forest became the subject of documentaries, books, and even a feature film, drawing attention to its enigmatic nature. As our understanding of the forest grew, we strived to strike a delicate balance between exploration and preservation. We worked with environmental organizations and local authorities to establish protected zones within the forest, ensuring that its natural beauty would be safeguarded while still allowing for scientific study. To this day, Pine Ridge Forest remains a place of intrigue and wonder, its mysteries continuing to captivate the imaginations of those who venture into its depths. It stands as a testament to the enduring power of the unknown, reminding us that even in our modern age of scientific advancement, there are still places that defy explanation and hold secrets beyond our comprehension. As for our group of friends, the experiences we had in Pine Ridge Forest forever changed us. We gained a profound respect for the forces that lie beyond our understanding and a deeper appreciation for the intricate web of life that surrounds us. And while our initial camping trip may have been marked by terror and uncertainty, it ultimately ignited a lifelong passion for exploration, discovery, and the pursuit of knowledge in the face of the unknown.